Thanks again for tuning into Millennial Diligence. My name's Tom. Today I wanted to talk about buying an existing business and what exactly makes that whole idea appealing. Especially from someone like a baby boomer, someone from the later generation, buying an existing business could be the right move right now. Right now, we're about to see a turn in the interest rate, so money is going to become cheaper slowly but surely. So it might be a good time to think about buying an existing business from a business owner that is just getting ready to retire. Baby boomers are starting to retire, quicker and quicker with each passing day. And I think it's a viable opportunity for people my age and younger, or even older, I'm 36, to not take so much of a risk when you're starting a business. So that's one of the huge things. Like when you're starting a business, you're probably going to have to take out a business loan out anyway. Why not take that money out and hedge your bets on an existing business? This is going to reduce your upfront cost. That's like the main thing. So probably if you're buying a business from someone, they're already going to have some semblance of equipment that you're going to need to do the job, that kind of thing. You're going to have, maybe there's going to be employees in place, that kind of thing. There are going to be costs that you would incur if you started from scratch, what you don't have to incur if you buy a business from someone else. This leads into the idea that the risk is actually much lower now that you have all those things established. I'm really thinking like in terms of what is stopping people from starting their own business. It's high risk. It might fail, given the timeline, it might flourish, who knows? But that initial risk is so high. Whereas if you buy a flourishing business, you don't have to worry so much about that risk, and some of it's mitigated. Now, it could flounder if you don't have the original owner and his leadership or his or her leadership and that kind of thing. It might fall right on its face. But the fact that it's established cuts your risk significantly. Now, bear this in mind, like you're going to want to invest in a business that is actually profitable and has an existing cash flow. The whole thing is predicated on that. So you want to do your research. Depending on the size of your city, you want to know what kind of cash is coming in and out. This is the kind of thing that can be discussed with a lawyer or a financial advisor before purchasing the business, just while you're in the research phase, and then kind of go from there. As long as they have cash coming in and they're in the black, so to speak, it's probably a pretty safe investment. That's going to lead me into my main point of the video. Is I think there's a unique opportunity right now for the people that are going to retire. They are going to want to sell their business and get maximum value for their business, basically the last bit of it. That is if they're not going to give it to their children, or they're going to liquidate it somehow other ways. But I think there's an opportunity here for millennials, Gen Z, and even younger when Gen Alpha becomes of age to buy these businesses. And I think the fact that boomers represent such a large contingent of the population, this is a unique opportunity. I've got a good example. My father purchased his carpet cleaning business from someone who was leaving the industry, and not only did he get the equipment that was used in the business, he also inherited the clientele. So that maintenance of continuity is a huge plus to buying any kind of business that is established. But that's kind of my whole thing. My dad did it, and he had some success, and I think that another wave is about to happen where boomers are going to want to sell off their businesses, and it's gonna lead to unique opportunities for people like us that, if many millennials that have good credit and can pay their bills. Now, if you have cash, that'd be great, but most people are gonna have to take a small business loan, and you're gonna have an easier time selling that loan to a loan officer if you can show them the numbers and show them these things that are like, okay, this thing is just it's gonna stay on the same track, and I believe I can keep this on the same track. So I'd love to hear any anecdotes that you guys have about, like, if you bought an existing business, and what advantages that holds compared to, starting out on your own and incurring all that risk, incurring all that upfront cost. What are the advantages of buying an established business as opposed to starting on your own? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much again for watching Millennial Diligence. My name's Tom. We'll see you in the next one.